Welcome to the Nagual Zone. I am Anaam. I want to clarify once and for all today, right here in this video, what or who is this Nagual? Nagual, Nagual in English, Nagual, or there is Nakal, people call it as well. What the hell is this Nagual? Who is a Nagual? Let me tell you, it is not what you think. For most people, most of you, it's a vague term, vague word that kind of encompasses a lot of different things. Leader, benefactor, whatever, or a man of knowledge, or Nagual. You just kind of, Castaneda made this word popular back in the 60s, right? But no one really knows what it means. What is it? All right, so first and foremost, really learn this, really get this in your mind, get this. A Nagual is not a title. Nagual Castaneda, Nagual Julian, Nagual Elias, Nagual this and Nagual that. It's not a title. Let's not cheapen it and relegate it to just a title. Her Majesty, His Majesty, the Queen, the Lord. It's not like that. Or Doctor this and Doctor that, or Guru Osho, Guru Bosho, Guru Fosho, and Guru Kosho, and Sadguru Kosho, and just nonsensical, or in the martial arts world, Shifu. Shifu. No one really knows what the hell this Shifu is, but Shifu. Everyone's a walking Shifu. Everyone's a sensei. It's a little bit of some, something, some push-ups and you become a sensei now. Shifu, Guru, just titles. Meaningless and worthless for the warrior. But in the average man's world, they create untold wealth, give untold power. That's why you have 30 years later, 50 women slapping lawsuits on these gurus saying, he abused me and he raped me and he did this and he did that and it's all his fault. Brings you a lot of power, brings you a lot of money, all these titles. Sensei. Everyone is afraid of you. Oh, he's a sensei. Oh, he could kick my ass. Everyone's afraid of these senseis. So just give them a nice boost in their egos. Very self-important. Oh, I'm a sensei. 5th Dan, 7th, 53rd, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Or you have in the army, general, captain, sergeant. Everyone's feeling great about themselves. Oh, I got my stripes and I'm a general now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The average man's world is made up of fools. Look around you and you'll find them wearing masks. So we want to be very clear that the term Nagual has nothing to do with consensus reality of fools. It is not a title. It is a role. It's a role. That's all it is. It's not a title. So what does that mean? I am a Nagual, for example, only to my apprentices. Because it's a role that I perform for these human beings who trust me enough to lead them down safe paths in the Toltec reality. Okay? It's a role. For you lot, you don't even need to know Nagual this or Nagual that. Unless you're apprenticing with someone, then that person is the Nagual for you, if they are a bona fide Nagual. So always be wary of many people who call themselves the Nagual. Do you understand how just flawed that thinking is? How self-important that is? It's a role. It's really no more than that. It's no more, no less than responsibility and an agreement of playing a role. That's all it is. It doesn't make you a big shot. It doesn't make you any more qualified or some kind of better than. It simply acknowledges that it's just like a benefactor. You see, when you think of a Nagual, you have all these grand romantic visions in your head, in the desert, Nagual. But when you think of the word benefactor, you don't have those, do you? Be honest now. You don't get those romantic visions. Why? Words are just triggering nonsense within you, indulgence within you. But you gotta be sober. Don't get drunk on the word. Don't get high on the word. It's just a word, Nagual. That's it. It's got nothing to do with you if you are not apprenticing with a benefactor. Now, benefactors may or may not be Naguals. In fact, all my apprentices, they don't refer to me as Nagual unless I specifically ask them to for purposes of self-important training, or unless there's a strategy behind it. I don't even ask them to refer to me as Nagual Anaam. But when I do, it is very formal. It's a very ritualistic, formal title in that way, that I ask them to then refer to me as for a specific purpose. Do you understand? It's not an identity. It's not a title. It doesn't make me a big shot. It's simply a role. Being called someone's mother, which is a role you play, or someone's sister or brother or father or cousin or uncle, doesn't make you like, you can't feel special or some kind of big shot because of that, can you? You're just playing, it's just a role. Or a teacher, school teacher, truck driver. You're performing a service, right? Shopkeeper, sales assistant. Why does Nagual? You know why? Because you read all these books and you watch all these people calling themselves Nagual and you get hypnotized. And I understand, because you do not have a reference point. And this video is my attempt to create a reference point within you, so you never get deluded ever again. Literally just ignore, run away from people who call themselves Nagual. Honestly, just don't bother with these people. They're charlatans. They're bullshit artists. At best, they are weak, ineffectual fools. Don't listen. Anyone can talk a truck, right? Anyone can talk like fancy, wow, and it makes you feel amazing. But that's not it. Don't get drunk on all this. A Nagual is just a role. If you, in my system, the way I was trained, if you're not apprenticing with me, you have no business calling me a Nagual, because it simply is irrelevant. Yeah? Think of Nagual as a coach. The word coach, that's similar to that. Nagual is a bit more esoteric. Oh, Nagual, Don Juan, Nagual. It's just a coach. Just a coach. So remember this advice and walk accordingly in that road when you meet others who are calling themselves Nagual or calling themselves Guru or Sensei or Master is one of them. Master this and master that and master Aikihiro and master Baba Biro and master Haichi Keng Keng and Kong Kong King King, and what these people master of, I will never understand, because you take anything from architecture to fishing for prawns, Tai Chi, Jiu-Jitsu, chess. You can't master these things. What the hell you are master of? Master Cheng Chong Chong, master of Kung Fu. What the fuck fuck are you a master of, man? I never met a master in my whole life. And I've met many human beings. I've met many human beings. Now, these titles, if other people give to you out of respect, that is fine. But if your own advertising and marketing and you start believing that bullshit about yourself, and you start thinking of yourself as a master in your own head, that's problems, man. That is big problems. That is big problems of self-importance. And I have nothing but pity for you as a warrior. I really do. Because you're in a bad place and you don't even know it. You're that stupid. No one taught you never to believe your own bullshit. No one told you that. So you walk around making videos on YouTube and your marketing and everything is master someone and master that. And you're like it doesn't ring any alarm bells. You think it's all fine. A self-respecting warrior with even a shred of dignity about them would puke, would literally feel repulsed by those titles attaching to them. No. This is not it. So this is my challenge to all you so-called Naguals out there. If you self-important bored fucks, if you ever watch this video, I hope you get triggered and I hope your self-importance does a number on you. I don't expect you to learn or grow. The best you can hope for, master, guru, Nagual, the best you can hope for is gradually work towards self-diminishment. Self-diminishment. Stop aggrandizing yourself. Stop believing your own bullshit. You are nothing and nobody. You really aren't. In a few years, short years, you'll be forgotten and death is coming. This is my stern advice to any one of you bullshit artists that call themselves master and sensei and blah blah blah. Nagual especially. My area of concern in this video is Nagual. So I challenge every single one of you Naguals out there. I challenge you. Look inside yourself and see how much resistance you have to walking away from this word applied to you. Do you have even that much personal power to be able to walk away from this word and the false power, delusion that it bestows upon you? Yeah, you'll get the women, you'll get the money, you'll get the followers, you'll get the adoration and the adulation. You'll get it all. You'll get the attention that you crave because inside you, you are insecure. Inside you, there's not much in there. And you try and cover up your emptiness with these bullshit words, never realizing that it's just a role. It's not a title. Titles are fictitious. You know why? You never bothered to lose your human form. If you lost your human form, it would be very apparent that everything is born out of emptiness. Even your title is born out of emptiness. And you know what? The second thing you realize, if you had genuinely lost your human form, you would realize that you cannot chop space. You can't create separate spaces. You cannot chop silence into two. then wear your titles. Then where are your senseis and masters and Naguals? Where are you then, all your titles? So this is my challenge to all of you so-called masters and Naguals. See if you dare to take this challenge, because your self-importance is ruling you, and it's been so long, and you've been surrounded by yes men for so long, ignorant fools just like you, that you have forgotten that existence is born out of emptiness. Emptiness doesn't have titles. Awareness doesn't have titles. Think on that, you so-called Naguals, and all your fame and fortune and your books and all these amazing things you claim, and it's all bullshit, and you know it. You know when you know it? When you're just about to go to sleep and that insecurity creeps up on you, and you try and really squash it down and remind yourself that my books are selling great on Amazon. Oh, and I'm the Nagual, and I am this, and I am that, and you do your little jig in your head before going to sleep, trying to convince yourself that you're worth something. So, with that, and there's a reason why I'm talking to these people, because these people, their bullshit percolates into the average person's world. And I hope all the viewers here, I want you to be sharp, have eagle eyes, and don't take bullshit. Don't take bullshit in yourself, and don't take bullshit in others. Challenge them. You come across some kind of master, sit up in that assembly and ask them, what are you a master of? Tell me, what are you a master of? Have the guts to challenge these people. You are powerless because you do not feel worthy. You have not invested enough in yourself. You have not invested the years. You have not invested the years to learn what impeccability means. So naturally, someone who comes along, who claims to be a master and a Nagual, naturally you will feel like, oh, wow, you'll get impressed and blah, blah, blah. But I'm here to say, don't get impressed. Don't get impressed. If there's something you learn from them, take it, thank them with great gratitude, great humility, and leave it. Don't heap your identity onto them. Nagual, master. Don't add to that bullshit. Don't add to it. Have great gratitude and respect for that person, for what they have accomplished in their life, but stay away from cursing them with extra burden of an energy that does not help that person. I hope you can understand the behind the scenes of what I'm saying. A video is, if we were face to face talking, the transmission of communication would be very different, right? So I hope video captures a little bit of what I want to say in this video. And leave your comments. Tell me, what do you think of what I'm rambling on about, ranting on about? Tell me, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Have you any real life experiences along these lines? Let me know in the comments below. Walk in freedom. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.